Have you ever wondered how a new life begins? It's a question that incites awe and fascination. The miracle of life, so commonplace and yet so extraordinary, begins in the smallest of scales. Every human life starts as a single, microscopic cell. This solitary cell, the cornerstone of existence, is the result of a beautiful dance between two other cells, one from each parent. These two cells, each carrying a unique set of genetic material, fused together in a moment of pure magic. The moment when two become one, a new life begins to form. This single cell, now imbued with the blueprint of a new human being, embarks on a journey of growth and transformation. It multiplies, differentiates, and organizes itself into a complex organism capable of thought, emotion, and creativity. The journey from a single cell to a fully formed human being is truly a wonder of nature. So, where does this journey begin? It starts at conception. Let's break it down. Imagine a grand race with millions of competitors, all with one goal in mind. This race is happening inside the mother's body. The participants, the father's sperm. The finish line, the mother's egg. Each sperm is unique, carrying half of the father's genetic material. They swim with all their might, navigating through the mother's reproductive system. Among millions, only the strongest, fastest, and most determined reach the egg. The mother's egg, on the other hand, is a fortress. It waits, carrying half of the mother's genetic material for that one victorious sperm to breach its walls. And when it does, something magical happens. Fertilization. The sperm and egg merge, creating a single cell with genetic material from both parents. This single cell, known as a zygote, is the start of a new life. From a single cell, a new life begins its journey. This journey, called pregnancy, is an extraordinary process where a fertilized egg, also known as a zygote, transforms into a baby. Now, how does this happen? Let's dive in. The first stop is the process of cell division. The zygote, which is a union of the mother's egg and father's sperm, starts dividing into multiple cells. This mass of cells, while still microscopic, begins to take a journey down the fallopian tube towards the uterus. By the time it reaches the uterus, it has grown into a cluster of cells and is now called an embryo. This tiny embryo, no bigger than a poppy seed, is where the magic really begins. It starts to differentiate, with some cells forming the heart, others the brain, and so on. Every organ and body part that makes us human starts to take shape here, in these early weeks of pregnancy. After around 8 weeks, the embryo graduates to a new title, a fetus. This is a critical milestone in the journey. The fetus is still very tiny, about the size of a raspberry, but it's growing and developing rapidly. The mother's body is doing an incredible job during this time. The uterus is providing a safe and nurturing environment for the fetus to grow, while the placenta, an organ that develops specifically for pregnancy, acts like a supply line. It delivers oxygen and nutrients from the mother to the fetus and takes away waste products from the fetus to the mother. Over the course of the next 7 months, the fetus continues to grow and mature. It develops its senses, practices breathing, and even starts to dream. This is a time of phenomenal growth and development, all leading up to the moment when the baby is ready to make its grand entrance into the world. After approximately 9 months of growth and development, the baby is ready to be born. The journey that started with a single cell has now culminated in the miracle of a new life. The final chapter in this journey is the birth of the baby. This process, just like the ones preceding it, is a marvel of nature. When the baby is fully developed and ready to make its debut, the mother's body naturally initiates labor. This involves a series of rhythmic contractions designed to push the baby down the birth canal. The intensity and frequency of these contractions increase over time, signaling that the moment of birth is nearing. Once the baby is pushed out, it takes its very first breath, a moment that is as beautiful as it is profound. This breath fills the baby's lungs with oxygen, a vital component for survival outside the womb. It's a breathtaking moment, a culmination of 9 months of growth and development. And so, a new life begins. From a single cell to a baby, the journey of life is truly amazing.